What's up, everybody? This is Kenny Comments here. You're chilling with Kenny C. Officially, right here on tmvcafe.com, bringing you entertainment to your ears. Joining me on this Kentucky hip hop edition of the show this evening is an individual who's been on the show multiple times. This is his third appearance, and this
Yeah.
time he got on the Zoom with yours truly. And you're probably wondering why he's got this nice velvet outfit and the chain and the watch.
Yeah,
Well,
you know what I
I
mean?
didn't even know until the Facebook notifications informed me that today is his birthday today. He's turning three up
Yep.
30. Uh
30.
yeah, so he's got a song out right now called Neo. It's
Mm-hmm.
available on all the DSPs. He's got more music on the way. Talk about all of that. It's the birthday man himself. Gotta channel my Jay-Z voice here. Cheer! It's the R.O.C, which
Hey, yo.
stands for Respect Original Creation. What's good, man?
What's going on? Peace, God. Thank you so much for having me on here, man.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
got
this big 3-0, dog. Big
Big
3-0.
3-0, big 3-0, man. So I'm glad you're here, taking time off your birthday festivities and having a chat with yours truly, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk Neo. Let's start with that song that came out December 23rd, just 2 days
Mm-hmm.
before Christmas. You
Yep.
definitely wanted to end your year of 2022 with a banger, and you did just that. Talk a little bit
Appreciate that.
about how the Neo joint came about.
All right, so basically how that came about is the first verse and the hook, I'd actually had that sitting for I want to say 3 years. 3 years I had that hook and that first verse, and just been trying to figure out, what can I put this on, and now, I got my label. I'm the CEO along with Saint Pierre and Liddy Red of the Lituation Room 502. We make this label destined for greatness in entertainment. And we have our own producer named Trap Boy Steve. So, he was sending me beats and he sent me that one, and it was just like, yo, that is perfect. That is perfect. So I put the first verse and the hook on there, and then I had to write the second verse. That second verse, I'm not gonna lie, that second verse took me a little while to actually create. Like, I just needed it to I pretty much see the song like The Matrix. It's like the first verse is cool, it's kind of laid back a little bit. It starts to ramp up, towards the second half of it. And that's like Neo. You feel me? He was out here in this world, living in the Matrix. And by the second half of that verse comes, he's out. He's now experiencing what it's like outside of it. His eyes are open. That second verse, that's when he realized he's the one. He's, dodging bullets and everything. You feel me? Like, it's just kind of how I envisioned the song. I didn't think it was going to get as much recognition as it has. Like, I mean, a lot of people really like the song, and not saying, it's out there, you feel me, and it's big or whatever, but it's gotten a lot more love than I expected for it to. But yeah, man, shout out to my whole camp because they helped me out along the way with that one. Like, and I'm shooting a music video for it here soon as well, and that's gonna be a whole movie.
Oh man, with a joint like that and being inspired by a movie character from a famous movie series such as The Matrix, it definitely felt that it was imminent for a music video to be shoot for this particular track. So very
Oh
happy
yeah,
that there's going to be a visual for that that's on the way. But until then,
absolutely.
Neo, the song. that is available on all the DSPs, all the platform thingies. So go
Yes, yes.
check that out. And you mentioned Destined for Greatness, which is your
Mm-hmm.
label.
Yes.
So I've known you for years now. Just
Mm-hmm.
throughout the scene here in Lexington and surrounding areas. You definitely have held your own as an artist, as an MC, as a performer. It's always fun to see you perform, whether it's rapping, whether it's singing.
Yeah.
You definitely own to your craft, and you definitely have evolved as an artist throughout the years, and seems like you are continuing to level up um, in, in your career. So let's talk about Destined for Greatness, the label. So
Mm-hmm.
talk talk about how that came to be.
Okay. So pretty much, man, I gotta start like all the way back, and I'm gonna try my best to make it as quick as possible. But you know, I had met Saint Pierre and Liddy Red, um, you know, in Louisville 2019. I do believe it was 2019. You know, they had their own radio show. So me and that's when it was PYT Radio was going on with Anonymous Rose and Sister Girl and you know and all them, and you know we had all went up there to do their radio show. So I had made that connection with them too at that moment. Um, you know, time goes on, yada yada yada. You know, breakups. You know, and you know, trying to figure out who I am and all that. And you know, I was still keeping in contact with Saint Pierre, and he was just like, "Yo, you need to put that down on wax." So that's when I came out with the As I Am EP. When that was still in the works, he had this vision of starting a label. He wanted to name the label Destined for Greatness, which is actually named after his son. His son's name is Destin. So, you know, he was like, yo, I'm starting this, me and Liddy Red. I want to manage you. So I was like, cool, bet. So then, you know, it's just me as an artist, you know, a part of this label, you feel me, unsigned to it, but it's just, you know, a loyalty thing. And eventually, you know, we was working so much and stuff was just moving, so many shows, everything. The EP came out and was popping. And eventually he was like, hey, so I'm about to make this an official LLC. But instead of you being just the artist, I also want you to be a partner in it. So it's gonna be me, it's gonna be St. Pierre, Liddy Red, and R.O.C. that are the CEOs of Destined for Greatness. And like that was the biggest like I don't know, I felt so good with that, you know, just to know that somebody trusts me enough and believes in me enough to want me to actually be a part of something that's very great, you know, and destined for greatness, no pun intended. But, you know, and it just started taking off. You know, we have our own chef, Chef Braylon up in Louisville, Cheesecake God. We got artists. We got Gosh Josh. I know you know who Gosh Josh
Yeah,
is. You got to know who that is.
yeah,
Yeah, he's a part of the label. Marley Carter's a part of the label. Trap Boy Steve, who's our producer and engineer. You know, he's out of Louisville. He just moved to Texas, and he's doing so much right now with his work. You know, and we got Hobbs Photography, which is you know my cousin Renee and her husband Dimitri, and they do you know photography and video and all that stuff, and it's just been a growing thing, bro, and it's really all family. You know, it's all family and it's love, and we try to do as much as we can. We're starting to move more into you know community, you know, and doing more community stuff, community related stuff. So you know, it's a big movement, and it's still going up to this day. You know, so I'm just happy to be a part of it and to say that I that's my baby. They always tell me this is your baby just as much as it is ours. So you know, it's my yeah, that's my thing right there. Destined for greatness, ENT.
yeah, man. Destined for Greatness. Check them out. All the artists, everyone that has contributed um, to this conglomerate. That's
Yeah,
one of those words I love to use. Groups, cliques, posse. That seems cliche. I like to go
yeah,
conglomerate. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So that's what it
definitely.
feels like. Shout out to the homie Marley, man. He's
Yeah,
always out there in the community, with the food, with the music and photography and everything,
and videos, he's
filmography, the
doing it
videos.
all.
Yeah, he's doing it all. So go check it out, man. Destined for greatness indeed. Now, I want to talk about this joint with you at 13.5 though, man.
Yeah,
Proverbs. I talked to him
yeah,
last week. Very excited about the track. I just want to know from your end, man, how did it feel to link up with 13.5 for Proverbs? And y'all also have a music video for this one as well.
yep. Definitely got the music video for that. Man, look, all I could really say about that is if you know, you know, but it was a big growth thing. That's a growth thing, especially on my part. To link with him and do this track. Like, it had been a whole lot of stuff and he say, she say, and a whole bunch of debauchery just wrapped around the whole thing, and eventually, I just kind of came to a point where it was like, ain't no need for all that no more, yo. I'm cool. I've healed. I'm ready. What's up? And one day he just came at me. He was like, yo, I need you on this album. I was like, bet, let me hear it. He sent me that. Well, actually, no, I actually went to his house and he showed me a few different beats, and that one was the one that stood out to me the most. And I had actually already had something written. Um, sorry, there you go. Actually already had something written, and it went perfect with the beat. So it just kind of worked out the way that it did. You feel me? And it's an iron sharpens iron thing. That's why it's called Proverbs. That specific chapter and book is literally the iron sharpens iron passage. So it's just growth. It's all it is, and that's what the video was about too. If you had seen the video, it's me. I'm like, yo, why is it that he's always getting this, and he's always front and center, and when is it my turn? And then, as the video progresses, once it gets to my verse, he's like, oh, whoa, hold on, chill. And then he starts to see, yeah, okay, yeah, you do got something. All right, cool. We can definitely work together. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Yeah, that's definitely a dope track. It's off this album, Part A. God Has Other Plans. That's
Yeah,
just came
definitely go
out.
get that.
It's only available on Bandcamp for the time being. So if you want that project to be on the DSPs, you gotta buy the project. And don't forget
Yep.
about Part B that's coming in
Oh, yeah.
February.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he just announced that there will be an album release show at Al's Bar on
Yes,
the
and I
20th.
will be performing.
Yeah, I see you there, Lando. I
Mm-hmm.
also see Kevin Cross.
Mm-hmm.
Anonymous will be there. I think Divine Karama is up
Divine.
in there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Divine's
yeah.
on there.
So,
Yep.
yeah, I'm at the whatever I have planned on the 24th. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I gotta link up with the crew. So
Facts.
yeah, so is that Al's Bar? Big up to Al's Bar because they always be
Yeah.
forthcoming with the hip hop shows, especially here
Yes.
in Lexington. So big
Al's Bar,
ups.
Al's Bar has always been a constant in Lexington for the hip hop scene. Even when they switched management and everything and started the remodeling, they still kept it that way. So big ups to them. For real.
And for those that haven't been to Al's Bar since the remodeling, since the new management, it looks even more better than it was before, especially their
Mm-hmm.
pool table.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
moved they moved they moved the pool table to a different spot, which I think is a better spot if you think about it, because you get to enjoy the music while you playing pool
Mm-hmm.
with the friends or
Yep. It's
whatnot.
literally
So
right. It's aligned perfectly with the
yeah.
stage. It's
So
perfect.
there's no distraction, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I guess
Yep.
maybe that's why they moved it. That's part of my own
Mm-hmm.
exclamation per se. But hey, you know, it is what it is, man. So we talked about the Neo joint. We talked about
Mhm.
Proverbs. You gotta have more music on the way as far as
Oh yeah.
from you, man. What you got coming up in the coming weeks and months?
Well, as of right now, I'm focused on a lot on doing shows. Um, and I'm still promoting Neo. I want to promote that as long as I possibly can. I got the Louisville Vibe. I think you've been to. Have you ever been to the Louisville Vibe?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Okay, they're relaunching the Louisville Vibe next Thursday.
Yeah.
They asked me to be, to open on that one. So yeah, so I'm performing at the relaunch of the Louisville Vibe next Thursday on the 2nd. I got the the show with 13 for his album release, 24th. See, I got man, so much. Hosting a show. I've gotten into hosting now. And I actually did a pretty good job my first time, and now people actually want to pay me to host now. So, I got a show that I'm hosting in March. I'm holding and putting together a women's show, an all women's show in Louisville, um, at the WWME Hall, and it's going to be called Ladies of the Night, and it's gonna be all women, all women, no dudes. Only dudes is gonna be a part of that is me because I'm putting it together. The chef in the back, the photographer, and the person who owns the building. Other than that, I can't. I'm not finna tell you who the host is gonna be. You're gonna have to wait on that. Not gonna tell you who the DJ gonna be. You're gonna have to wait on that. Not gonna tell you who all the artists is either. But it's coming along right now, and that's on April 7th, and it's going up. And then I also got the Owl Eyes, the in Berea. I got that in April as well. That show, man, it's just a whole lot. I'm booked up pretty much for shows and everything, but I'm still working on my album. I will tell you my album name.
Okay.
My album name is called Quintessential. Quintessential. Look up the meaning, and also know that my government is Quinn. My first name is Quinn, so it just made sense. And when you look up the meaning, you'll understand why I named it that. And then once you hear it, then you really gonna understand why I named it that. But yeah, so I'm working on my album right now. That's a big thing that will be dropping hopefully sometime in spring. So maybe like April ish, maybe like beginning of. I can't really give you a date for real, but I'm working, man. I'm working. I'm moving nonstop, nonstop.
All right, man. So you just heard it from R.O.C. New project entitled Quintessential is
Hmm.
coming springish. Doesn't have a date just yet, but stay
Nope.
tuned. But for the
TBA.
time being, the Neo joint is on available on all the platforms, and
Hmm.
the Proverbs joint, the music video is on YouTube right now. So go
Hmm.
watch that, and then you can buy 13 Five's album. That's on Bandcamp. So go check that
Yep.
out. And he's busy. Not only is performing, but he's hosting as well. You mentioned the Berea show or the Field of Dreams,
Hmm.
late April. I've been reached out to by Easy the DJ to contribute to the show in some way, shape, or form. I ain't gonna
Hmm.
say what it is, but
Word. Word.
so I'll be there observing. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, man, good to have you on, man. Again, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
30 years old today. It's the homie R.O.C. And he's dressed for the occasion. He
You
showed
know what I
his
mean?
once, people, the TMV Cafe listeners, they can hear it, but they don't see the visual, but it is gonna be on
Hmm.
YouTube. And once they see it on YouTube, they're gonna be like, "Oh, look at this dude right
Yeah, you
here!
know what I
Look
mean?
at
You
the
feel me? Had to,
watch, the
you know, had to
chain."
had to step out, dog.
Yes, yes, it's his birthday, so you know you have to show up and show out. Uh,
Oh
Thank you
yeah.
so much, man, for being on the show. Thank you
Thank
for being
you.
back, and just props to you on your growth as an artist and businessman. And I look forward to seeing more of you in the coming months. And at least for the time being, I'll see you on the 24th, it looks like, for a
All
13
right.
Spies album release. And so go check it. Support local music, y'all. Support that
Oh
local
yeah.
music. Support your local artists, businesses,
Mhm.
companies. They really putting on for the city and for the
Oh
culture
yeah.
around us. So thanks again, man. Go ahead, have fun for the
Yes,
last
sir.
few hours of your birthday, man. You enjoy the rest of your night, enjoy the rest of your weekend, bro.
All right, bro. Peace, God. Thank you so much
Peace.
for having me.
All right, man. One. All right.